Get ready for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
It is Valentine's Day. With the Know Nothing Show, Steve Benz, Eric Black, two dudes, two delicious scoops of radio. We are live right here in Chicago and Nashville. That's what we got going on tonight. So many things to talk about. But Eric, I know how important Valentine's Day is to you, my friend.
It is. It's probably one of the best holidays in the entire universe for me, because I'm a big, huge fan of corporate Hallmark BS.
See, I get the feeling that you don't like it. That's what I'm feeling.
I'm not sure where you're getting that, other than my pure hatred for the actual holiday itself. That just seems weird to me. I don't know why that would be.
Come on, it is not that bad, is it? Is it because little Mary didn't give you any Valentine's Day when you were 8 or 9 years old?
No. See, I didn't have to worry about any of that crap because I just took whatever I needed. So if I didn't have enough in my little box, I said, "Hey, look, a squirrel," and then I grabbed stuff out of.
Yes, but in school, did you not decorate the little brown paper bags?
Oh, I do. Yeah, I did that. I still do that, actually. It's different for a different reason, but I still do that today. Yeah, I did that for sure.
Don't be a hater on Valentine's Day. It is the most romantic day of the year.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the thing. So the entire year, so 364 days go by before this wonderful freaking day comes to fruition, right? But now all of a sudden I have to buy $600 worth of crap.
Yes.
Say 3 simple words. I love you. That's what I had. No.
First of all, that's where you get wrong. Valentine's Day is not about I love you. Okay? None of that. It's here's some chocolate. Let's have sex.
Yeah.
That's where you get it wrong, my friend.
So that doesn't happen, actually. Yeah.
Here's some chocolates. No, it's chocolate mousse, my love. I am your V-Day present right here.
It's a chocolate elephant. What?
See? That's how it works. Come on. I think you just hate on it because somebody didn't give you the love that you needed on the 14th.
No, I don't like it because I think it's stupid, and I am completely tired of these stupid holidays that you have to spend so much. It was barely after Christmas, and they're all like, "What should we do for Valentine's Day?" What? We can't even get through Christmas yet, and you're already talking about Valentine's Day? Like they had boxes of stuff waiting to be put out. They're like, "Well, we can't touch it yet because people will freak out, but I still want to put this stuff out." No.
So are you suggesting that this is a some type of female coup where they suggest Christmas, you didn't get me what I wanted, so Valentine's Day is makeup day, okay? You didn't get the gift I really wanted, like those diamond earrings. You could do that on Valentine's Day.
Something like that, yeah, because some marketer somewhere, which I'm guessing was a dude, said that, I think I was talking to Bob the other day. His wife was just really mad at him. His girlfriend, his significant other, was just really upset with him that they didn't get something for this time of year, blah blah blah. Let's create a stupid holiday. We'll call it Valentine's Day after the saint. He was cool, right? Yeah, he only killed a stupid amount of people, but it's not a big deal. It's fine. Yeah, we'll just use his name. We'll put a naked baby up there and shoot arrows at people and call it a day. Let's do that. Okay, cool. There it is. And now everybody buys a stupid amount of roses and all of this stuff on one single day, which we should be doing throughout the entire year. There's 364 other days that you can spend doing this stuff. You don't have to just hold it in for one day. You can spread it out.
You don't have to hold it in.
You don't have to hold it in.
You are just spewing of love then. 364 days of the year. Because the one day, Valentine's Day, you're just not spewing. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. I boycott this day. Well, not quite. I do have a bendy straw in my beverage.
That's where it's all wrong. People think Eric Black hates everything, and he doesn't. Deep down, you're a romantic schmo.
Let's just say this. I don't hate whiskey. Unrelated to everything that's happening right now, but I don't hate whiskey.
Well, you can make it cherry whiskey, so at least it's red.
It's pretty good.
Like you don't have any red on today. How dare you?
Actually, I do. It's printed right here. Can't really see it
I think it says "FU." Yeah, that's just inappropriate.
This is stupid.
Yeah, that's just inappropriate. But I think back. Let's think back when we were younger. Now, my only issue with Valentine's Day is this. It's bad enough that women rip us constantly on social media with all the sub texting and all that. He doesn't do this. Guys don't do that. Wham. I hate all the guys because, one, they think guys are stupid, that we're not capable of reading social media. Right. No, we do, so we avoid you dumbasses.
Yeah.
Okay?
True story.
Then they expect us to spend all this money on them because they are the woman. When was the last time a woman bought you something for Valentine's Day, Eric? Ever? Has that ever happened?
There was a short time in my life where I was working in a questionable situation. And I think once I was bought something for Valentine. It just happened to be Valentine's Day.
Right. So it had nothing to do with Valentine's Day. She just tripped over the date.
Well, it was more of a hiring situation than anything, really.
I don't know. It sounds like something sexual harassment right there.
It could be. I still have a couple years before I can actually complain about it and bring it to light, but I'm working on it.
Now, I have never, not once, have you ever been asked out by a woman where she paid for everything?
My mom did once.
Oh, you can't count your mom.
Listen, I didn't know the rules before you started asking me the questions. You need to say these are the rules, and then I can answer the question.
See, that's the other piece of that, where I used to use all the time, with the ladies like, oh, you buy me a drink, Steve? I'm like, you know what? I'm looking for a liberated woman strong enough to buy a man dinner and a drink.
Right.
And that's who I am looking for. It worked every time, my friend.
Yeah. Which
steak and lobster were delicious.
Which really works out because honestly, we didn't have any money. So it was up to them.
The reason why I went on ladies' night. Be like, ladies, can I get you some drinks? All on me. Walk up to the bartender, say, it's for those 5 ladies right there. It's not for me. None of them are for me. They're all lushes.
That's right.
But yeah, we are waiting for women. What is so bad about a woman buying guys chocolate? I don't want flowers or anything like that. But how about that? How about a nice card that says, oh, baby, and here inside is a red thong for you to put on tonight, Steve. From adamandeve.com.
Which I'm thinking is probably going to be a sponsor coming up.
We can only hope. We're pulling for it. Ooh, that was bad. I should have said that.
Ratings.
But would that not be very romantic to you? If you've got a full invite, I would like someone to take me out, open the door, pick the location, pick the movie, pretty much take command of the evening. And then I get to sit on the other side and bitch the entire night. I'm cold. Could you give me more popcorn? All that. Stop talking, okay? And all this. I would like some chocolate mousse. Really? I could use some KFC tonight right now. No, let's go. I don't know what I want to eat. That's what I would like. The entire evening where I get to switch.
So you want to wear the dress and the heels and the makeup
You've seen me. I've got good damn legs.
That's fair.
Okay?
Yeah.
And pantsuits are in again.
You know what? They are. And thank goodness, because I've been waiting for years. I have 3 in my closet right now that are just not doing anything. They're just hanging out. See, I can do it too. You see how I did that? Hanging out.
I saw that. So I think before Sweetest Day shows up in October, now that is just voodoo right there.
Wow. Wow.
Both Eric and I were waiting. We're waiting for a lovely lady, and we get to pick you out. So if you come on and you're not the best looking or whatever, you don't have a good pickup line, we're going to say no.
Listen, just line up, okay? Just get in line, and we'll get to you momentarily, all right?
We're going to have a security pat you down.
That's right. Oddly enough, we are our own security, trying to save some money in a stupid economy. So,
true.
Assume the position.
Disregard when I'm wearing my UV gloves. Okay, disregard.
That's right.
As I pat you down, and because that's not harassment, because I'm security.
That's right. And mine have only half fingers on them, so my gloves. Good
enough. Good enough. Now, do you remember way back when Valentine's Day? Was there a young lady that you just were so warm for in the 5th or 6th grade? Can you remember that far back? Was there someone?
I don't think it was singular. I was what they call
bitch. Listen to you.
I was what they call a playa, and I did have to carry a stick around with me to sometimes literally beat the ladies off.
Whoa. But then again, you're talking about Iowa, so those are probably fairly large young ladies.
They were adults. Yes.
Listen to you.
Yeah.
You, Mr. All World.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Back when you had short hair and a bandana. Stop it.
Mm-hmm. I was pretty big on AIM. Those Yahoo chat rooms.
That's right.
Yeah.
Huge Yahoo chat rooms. Woohoo! You remember your name in the Yahoo chat room? Did you have a funny one?
I did. Well, I don't know if it was funny, but for me, it made me laugh. It was, I think it was living extreme for fun. And I didn't do anything extreme except get in an occasional fight. But I thought that was pretty funny to me. And I told everybody I was a kickboxer from Portugal.
Johnny No Name, which I later got sued for.
Nice.
From one of the Backstreet Boys.
But
because I think I might have told this story. I'll tell you again. So way back when, the chat rooms, my name was Johnny No Name. I was on overnights in Los Angeles. So I got tired one night of using my real name.
Right.
And with that, come on, in LA, I knew quite a few actresses that are now porn stars and stuff, even now.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided one day, because no one was listening, right? Mm-hmm. It's 2:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
No one is listening on the weekends.
Right.
So I put a little more bass on the audio board, and I became Johnny No Name, former porn star.
Oh, nice.
So with that, ratings went up. People started to listen, calling in. Guys from the whiskey or whatever would show up. If you're thinking this is what KLSX, KLOS at the time, I think there was a third station I was on back then. So this is the 90s when Johnny Depp and all those people were hanging out up and down Hollywood Boulevard.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of cool. So it's not like they were going to come see me, but at least it was like, oh man, there's a porn star on at night. And I used the name Johnny No Name.
Right.
So it turned out one of the Backstreet Boys was doing an underground thing in Vegas, and he named himself Johnny No Name as well. And I got served papers for copyright infringement, which then I used for 2 months.
Wow.
That was and this was before social media kind of took off. So I was able to talk about that for 2 months, about me being sued and trying to get L Backstreet Boy on the air at 3:30 in the morning.
Right. And look at him now.
Right. A millionaire, me, poor.
Yeah.
That was one of the funniest things. It's like you've been served. What?
Huh?
You're kidding, right? It's 5:30 in the morning. What are you doing up, bro? So
Yeah. And why isn't this food? I'm going to be served.
is this like the IHOP or anything of that sort? So yeah, that was my one claim to fame. It was the guy in Backstreet Boys that was the tough one because you know how hard they all were.
Backstreet Boys.
Yes, Backstreet Boys, because he was hard.
The tough one.
He was. Remember in those bands, there was the sweet one, right? That was for you. There was always the young one, the sensitive one, you know, kind of like the Spice Girls. And then there was one that was just, you know, rough. He was rough and tough. I have to try to remember what the heck was his name. I think I still have the summons too, so somewhere in a box, because how could I get rid of it? It was too funny.
Right.
Let's see here. What the heck was the guy's name? AJ McLean.
Yeah, he's doing really well right now.
You know, him and Nick Carter, and yeah. That's my kind of fix. You know, he was. I just remember he was hard. He was tough.
Well,
you don't mess with the Backstreet Boy.
They'll give you a summons.
Now, did you ever give or get a crappy Valentine's Day gift? Now think about it. Come on now.
Well, I never really cared about Valentine's Day, so I don't recall ever.
You're heartless, man.
I don't ever actually remember getting anything other than those stupid cards that you got, the Valentine's Day cards and candy hearts. And I'm like, can you just give me some money? That'd be better than this stupid crap. Just whatever you spent on this, just give me that. Just put that in an envelope and put it in my box. How about that? So
we all know the candy hearts that we all gave away as kids. Clearly, those were written by women.
Clearly.
Because not by guys.
Clearly.
Because what would they say if, say, you or I wrote them? Okay. One might be, I don't know. You give out one that says your mom's hot. Sure. What the hell? What? But get me a beer.
Yeah. Or eat a dick.
Or Richard. Eat a Richard.
Eat a Richard.
You know, then one of my favorites, stop talking.
Yeah. Shut it.
Yeah. I dropped your heart. Please bend over.
Bend over.
And again, these are if guys wrote these.
Right.
Not us. Not you and I. Okay.
Right. Regular guys.
You know, right. Regular guys.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing we will never be is regular. Okay.
With decaf all the way. Decaf.
That's right. What other things would we say? It's always bigger than what you see in the mirror. How about that one? No, that's a little long.
Well, accurate, but yeah.
I have to tell you one Valentine story that I did. This is way back. So I'm living downtown Chicago. So I'm living large. Okay. I'm in my mid-20s or whatever, wearing a suit every day. Yes, I did say suit.
Having chicks buy you dinner.
Oh, that's right. It worked. So one of the girls I was dating, I decided, you know what? I'm going to go all out. Now, she had given me a key to her apartment, whatever. Probably the dumbest thing I ever did was give my key to someone that I wasn't going to date seriously.
Right.
Dumb thing to do. But that was, I digress. That is someone else. So I decided, you know, what's the best way? What is the best gift I could give her on our first Valentine's Day? Okay, so I pondered it. So after a couple of drinks, I'm like, you know what? I know what would be best because I knew she was going to be working late, not going to be home till 7:30 or something of that sort. So I figured, okay, dinner's out. It's too late for that.
Right.
So this is a woman that likes meat. You know what I'm saying? Regular carnivore. So I decide this is one way. So I go down the street and I decide to get myself a nice box of heart chocolates, right? Package. You know, chocolates in the heart. See where I'm going right now? I decided, you know what? What would be better than wrapping or tying this chocolate around my waist? And I sit there all natural
Oh,
on the sofa when she comes in. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
There's some chocolate covered strawberries going on. Yes, yes, yes. So I'm laying out there perfectly, hair perfectly coiffed, right? Just waiting there.
Wow.
So I hear coming up the steps. Cool. I think I hear a second pair of steps. Not sure. Not sure. So I'm like, I take my pose. So she comes in and I turn on the light and I hear nothing but a scream. First person in the door, her mother.
Nice.
And her right behind. I froze for a minute and said, go ahead, ladies, take it in.
Take it in. Take it in. We're already here. Don't let it go to waste.
Take it all the way in.
$20 pictures. Here we go.
Now, mom seemed to enjoy it. Daughter, not so much.
Not so much. Well,
We only dated for like 2 more weeks after that. So,
yeah. Well, when mom sees
my moment of fame right there. My moment of, was it Zen?
maybe for somebody.
You know, the chocolates look good. That's all I'd say.
Well, let's just say thank God that there wasn't social media back then, because that would have been your first scandal right there.
Because that would be posted yearly as a fine memory. Fine memory.
Wow. Well,
I thought it was hilarious after the fact.
did the mom call you ever?
You know, this was, well, no.
Short answer, no.
But if her mom was hot, okay?
Right.
Pretty hot looking lady, you know. So, but with that, you know, this is before cell phones, because let's face it, if there were cell phones, ring, ring,
Banana phone.
that's right. And then I could have said, hey, what's up? Would you like to go for I don't know, ride in my, I don't have a car downtown. How about,
Let's split.
that's right. Let's go get a banana split without. So
Wow.
that's my big claim to fame.
Well,
An embarrassing moment, but I survived.
that's good. That's good. No support group necessary.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, you know,
Well.
because, you know, with moms like going, hello, Mr. B, it just doesn't go well. So, any of you listening or watching and just like shaking your head right now, so what was your worst or best Valentine's Day gift? Post it up on our Twitter or our Facebook pages. Because I don't think we have an Instagram yet. That could be another 3 years before we have that.
It could. It's actually sooner than you think.
What?
Yep.
Stop. Don't tease me with things like that.
Stop it.
Before long, people will tell us that we have a web page.
Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe. They're going to have to dig pretty deep.
Yeah, way deep. You need to go way, way, way down. So knownothingboys.com is where you need to go to see what's going on. Even some merch. So you know what? Why don't we take our first break? Stay tuned for more. It is the Valentine's Day right here. 2 romantic guys, Steve and Eric. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Know Nothing Show, Steve and Eric. Now, this last ad, were you paying attention? At the very end, it says, you got to see this porn site. Did you hear that? And with that, gives us to our next subject, page6.com. That is from the New York Post. Eric and I, you were talking about this just before we went to air. So by all means, take us to page 6 and what you found. What fine reporting did you find?
Well, it's all classic stuff over there. They are just the best of the best journalism by far that I've ever seen in this side of journalism. These guys have come up with a They found a study going on,
Mm-hmm.
and it was by a Japanese stem cell research team. And how this connects is going to be kind of weird, but you'll get it. Two things I'm going to tell you that are in the headline. Now I'm going to go with three, and then you can kind of connect the dots. And some of you have probably already seen this. It's been out there for a minute, a couple weeks at least.
Mm-hmm.
Baldness, cure, and French fries. Okay, you got it. Baldness, cure, and French fries. All right.
French fries. Okay, I'm with you.
So we're back to this Japanese company. They have been doing some sort of scientific research with a franchise better known as McDonald's. I don't know if any of you have heard of this place. It's kind of new. It's only been around for like 60, 80 years. They did a study on the chemical that is in French fries. And apparently, and I can't even pronounce it, it's dimethylaphalaxing something or other. I don't know. I'll post it here in a second. But it apparently is aiding in curing male baldness of the head kind. I don't know how, but apparently that's what's happening here. I'm going to post this word on our Facebook situation right now. There, it's posted. So I don't know. It's
it looks like
apparently
it's coming from the Yokohama National University, right there.
It
sounds like an online university. I'm just saying.
It's legit. It's community college. It's great. But they're growing hair follicles now, according to their study. I thought that was kind of interesting. I'm not sure. Most of the people that I see eating at McDonald's don't have hair. So maybe they do it differently in Japan. I don't know.
Well, some of the details. I'm looking at some of the details. Okay. First of all, they tested on hairless mice.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's a good place to start.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Two, they've tested on animals. And when are they going to start it on humans? Humans, as they say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, so does it work with just straight fries, or can you have curly fries?
It has absolutely nothing to do with the fries themselves. It's the chemical that they put into the oil. So if your curly fries are in the same oil as your reg fries, then you just rub that all over the top of your head, and in 2 to 3 years, you should have some sort of hair situation going on up there.
Now,
mm-hmm.
thinking supersize.
Mm-hmm.
So if you supersize fries, grease of some sort, because I'm assuming that's what this is all about.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
For those with, larger melon. Will I need to supersize the fry?
You may, but I'm going to tell you this. Now on the mice, they found out that there was a Colin Kaepernick type situation happening with the froid. It was really weird. But whenever they supersized it, it just became this big mass of tangulation on top of one's head. I don't know.
So now, would that make a good Valentine's Day gift? Honey, you're bald. We need to go to McDonald's.
We need to go to McDonald's and get a lot of fries. Now, it's going to get a little weird because I'm going to ask you to rub all of those all over your head and then eat them.
You might kind of like that. I'd be like, man,
maybe
she's a kinky lady.
Maybe. I'm only trying to help you. This is not for me. This is for you. Help me help you.
Which is what Valentine's Day is all about.
That's right.
Help me help you to please me.
Yeah.
I think that's how that works.
Verbatim.
Now, do these fries, are they cold? Are they hot? Does it say? Is there some some type of chemical imbalance?
Just from experience, I would probably refrain from putting the hot ones all over your bald head. I know on their coffee cups, on the McDonald's coffee cups, it says caution hot. And I'm assuming that grease is probably a little hotter than coffee. So you may just want to blow on it a little bit, the fries, that is. Make sure that they're cooled off to the touch, warm enough to eat, and then put it on. You don't want to put cold fries on. I don't know if you've ever eaten cold fries. You don't want to do that. So you probably just want to wait till they're room temperature or a little bit warmer, and then rub them all over your bald head.
So we need a few people to volunteer for this.
Right.
And I'm sure some of the ladies out there have a significant one who's losing hair. So we would like some volunteers, at least 3. So you can volunteer your brother, your lover, or your father. And we would like to see names.
All of them. Tag them.
Because this is some damn good research for the Know Nothing boys.
It is. We're actually gonna partner with the Japanese firm over there for their ongoing research and development of this fine product. So please help us. We'll start a Kickstarter. We'll do all of that stuff. All of the proceeds will pretty much go to fries. Obviously, it's for science. So
it's too bad it wasn't like Applebee's or Red Robin where you get unlimited fries.
Limited fries. You would grow hair in like 20 minutes with unlimited fries. You just all over the place, everywhere.
Now, as I'm reading through the article, it does say the anti-foaming agent made of silicone added to the oil used to cook these famous fries.
Yeah.
Now, I did not know that fries were cooked in silicone.
It's plastic. Yeah.
Maybe that's why people are addicted to McDonald's fries.
Maybe.
Because you don't see people outside going to Wendy's for their fries or Burger King's fries, but people tend to want to get McDonald's fries.
I am not one of those people. I do not like McDonald's.
Get yourself a Wendy burger or a Burger King burger, and then you go down the street to get McDonald's fries. And now it's better because they're usually really salty. So you rub it in and then you lick your lips.
Yeah. Or you get your significant other to just lick your head clean. It's great. It's a win-win for everybody, guys.
Again, that's romantic.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Because, if you see a lady licking the guy's top of his head because it's salty.
At McDonald's.
That is romantic.
At McDonald's. In the booth.
As he's sitting there with his 100 crispy McNuggets for $8.99 on Valentine's Day. Unlimited sauces, lady.
Yeah, don't dip them in the sauce before you put them on your head. Wait till after they've been on your head. Then you can dip. It just gets messy. That's all that is.
Or you can get one of those hats, one of those sauce hats.
Ooh.
So when he's going down, he's in the perfect position for dipping. No, that's not what I meant. I meant sitting down. Never mind.
Sure.
Sure. Everybody went there. You guys went there right away. I took you there. I took you to the door and you knocked it in. Okay. You kicked the door in, not me.
Yep.
Not me.
Yep. So
we do need 3 or 4 names for people to try the fries.
So number 1.
So with this, also on page 6, there was another study because you and I are into health, are we not?
We are. Yeah.
We're eating more salads than ever because, we want to make sure when we sit, it goes quick and easy.
Yeah.
Because we've been in the bathroom where it's not.
Yeah.
And we're a few minutes away from, airtime.
Right.
Now, we were talking about this earlier today, over lunch. How can you and I, as men, live longer? And Valentine's Day is a day to be talking about it.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because if men live longer, they're happier and more Valentine's Days.
Sure.
Am I right?
Oh, good. Another Valentine's Day. Yay.
Right. Now, would you like to bring up the article on that one, which it will help us live longer, more fruitful lives?
Well, no, I'm not going to bring that one up.
Well, I have to.
Then you bring it up?
I have to. All right. It came from The Sun. Okay. That was the name of the Sun paper, originally out, I think it's the UK. And
Look.
with my other show out in the UK, the New York Post and all that, and The Sun is very important to me. Okay. So they've done a study which will help me live longer. It's one of the secrets that we're all trying to unlock.
Right.
How do men live longer and happier lives?
Mm-hmm.
And in the UK, this is what they're doing. This is what they found. They found that staring at boobs is just one of 6 ways for English men to live longer. I know.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's just English men, because I've been living for a pretty darn long time. So
staring,
it's working,
is a way for us to boost our life expectancy. Science says that.
Right.
Okay. It's science, ladies.
For science.
Okay.
It's for science.
And from many of these past episodes, Eric is into science and space.
Science.
And if Eric says, you know what, that sounds medically correct.
It does. Absolutely.
Okay, because we need to, help our chromosomes. So one of the 6 ways is to stare at more boobs.
I feel like that's probably the only way. Like if I had 6 ways in front of me,
mm-hmm.
I can only pick one. Okay. Well, obviously that's what I'm going to pick.
Well, let's think about it. It helps with our blood pressure. It raises it, and that's a good thing.
Generally.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Might make us hungrier again.
Sure.
And this gets us to number 2, is have lots of sex.
Right.
Lots.
Mm-hmm.
What that could mean.
Mm-hmm.
And it can't be with one of those robots that we were talking about last month.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Okay. So with that, they say an increase in sex will help increase our life expectancy.
It'll definitely bring things up a bit in your life. That I know for sure.
It says it could add 3 to 8 years for men who reported more orgasms.
Well.
So that means we have to have an app there counting it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Now, some of the other things that we saw, I don't know. I might agree, I might disagree. To expand our life expectancy, number 3 on the list is to get married. Some might debate that one. Okay. But they do say married men live longer.
Longer than what?
I have no idea. I have the feeling that the wives are saying, no, I want to make sure that you live longer because I want to make sure that I punish you longer.
Yeah. Yeah. Valentine's Day.
Right there. See how we tied this all together? It's as if we had a producer between us.
It's because we're professional.
Number 4, have kids.
Which,
I don't know. We've got daughters. Both you and I have daughters. I think my life expectancy is going to be shorter because of it.
Well, but at least when you go bald, you'll have a way to get that hair back. So, professionals. That's all I'm saying. Professionals. We do that for a living.
Buddy. Number 5
Numero
on the list from the UK of how to extend a man's life. Be more responsible. What
I'll
the
drink to
heck?
that.
So I got to question that one, responsibility and what that really means.
Right.
Because we certainly don't want that. That could end it quickly.
It could. Very quick.
And then the last one, which we're very proud of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All men, as you get older, okay, you're going to gain weight. No matter what you do, okay? You can work out to your heart's content. It's going to be hard to keep that slim bod, 28-year-old bod.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. But it's accept and get a dad bod. Okay.
Now, I heard there is another study going on that if you do meth, you are more likely to keep that weight off than if you do not. That's actually here in the U.S. That's not in Japan. That was here in the U.S.
It's something to be proud of.
Yeah.
You know what, honey? I'm using meth because I want to live longer. I want a 28-year-old man's body. Now, is that true? Do women always want the guy? You know, you always think women think guys always want the model. That's rarely true, if you ask me. They look, but that's about it. Most men want women with a little meat on them, little curves. Would you agree with that?
I do not like the high maintenance situations.
Yeah, but you're high maintenance.
I am high maintenance. I don't want to take another 3 hours for you to get ready.
True.
I can take care of that myself. You just put on some sort of face situation and let's move forward. Let's not take 3 hours to get ready to go.
That's true. I'll give you that one. But yes, we want women with curves because curves gives us boobs, which then again extends our life.
Extends our life.
Extends, which you can get at gnc.com, one of our proud new sponsors.
We extend this to you.
Somehow I got that in there. You know, Jerry didn't think I'd be able to get that one line in there.
He didn't. He's like, there's no way you're going to nonchalantly put that in there. And we're like, challenge accepted.
And we did it in the first hour.
That's right. I think there's some sort of money situation. We have to look at our agreement that we did with him, but I think we just won some decent money there.
That's true. I think, we did it.
Yeah.
And we
done did it. We done did it.
I liked it. So what do you think of those opportunities? I think right there, those 6, we may have to post those 6, but I like them.
Yeah.
I think they're all workable.
I think you could do something with that. Yeah, absolutely.
I think we could. But again, we're looking for science. And when science is involved, we have to do it.
We extend our helpfulness. Right.
Just like we extend our hand.
Again, gnc.com.
Those are, I love that. Again, I don't know how we snuck it in, but somehow, some way.
Professionals.
We snuck that bitch in there. We stuck it in Soho. All right, so we got fries, curling fries. See, I thought you were talking about the Olympics there.
So here's the thing. Now, I heard somewhere along the way about I don't know what this is, but curing and curling. There's the L is the only difference in the situation.
See, we were talking before. I wrote a note. What does curling have to do with this?
What does it have to do with this?
Just fries and curling, and then baldness. That's where I was thrown off.
Well, you did say curly fries, though. Is that what was?
You know what? Maybe that's why.
Maybe I don't know.
Because with the Olympics going on, are you watching it? Are you watching any Olympics? Are you into that?
No, I get the highlights on Twitter.
Yeah, but do you like the downhill skiing and Shaun White with the snowboarding and all that kind of stuff? Do you like that kind of stuff?
I like how he extends himself quite a bit. Okay, I'm done.
Oh, you got that one in too. That is a joke we're going to be beaten for weeks.
That's right. It's very meaty.
But overall,
do,
do you like the Olympics? It's in Korea.
Yep.
It didn't even dawn on me that it would snow in Korea.
Yeah, it does. It does a little bit there.
I didn't realize that, and I watched MASH.
Well,
but do you like that the hockey? There's no NHL players playing in hockey, so that's confusing. Because we got used to seeing the NHL players, which I prefer to see the amateurs.
Yep.
But do you like the skiing? And I know you like the figure skating.
I do, and I think that I'm going to get into snowboarding here in a minute, but the figure skaters to me are the best relief if you're looking for something comedic. You need to sit down, grab a drink, a beverage of sorts, get some popcorn, some pizza, some peanuts, gummy bears, whatever it is you choose, and watch very closely these people's faces as they twirl and jump and do random things, because their faces are, I don't even know how they make these faces, actually. They're very weird and very awkward, and they look like they just got out of a bar after a 24-hour binge drinking situation or something like that. It's pretty awesome. I had a good time. I actually made a drinking game out of it, and I think I won. I don't know. We all pretty much blacked out, so I don't really know who won, but I think I did. But if you ever get the chance, actually watch their facial features, not their feet movement, because no one cares about that. Watch their faces. And actually, you know what? Google it. Google speed skaters or skating in the Olympics faces, something like that, to that effect. Now, I do love the snowboarding situation. It's kind of boring because it's just, going back and forth. But there are a lot of better tricks that are happening nowadays. I think people are going more the distance, if you will. They're saying, look, I could possibly die from this. I want to do that. That's what I want to do. So they're doing random tricks and breaking records this year, and I'm good with that. It's nice, fun.
With the flying tomato winning his third gold medal, Shaun White. I think that's very cool to watch. Came from the X Games and stuff, so I think that's very cool.
Yeah. He's actually breaking records too.
So I like speed skating. I mean, one of the best speed skaters. What the heck was his name? There was a male and female from the state of Wisconsin. Eric Holden.
Sure.
Was that his name?
Sounds good.
And I don't remember what the woman's name was, but I thought that was kind of fun to watch speed skating. They get to wear like that Black Panther suit.
Now, I've actually never gone skating and taken speed at the same time. Is this something that is? I mean, is this okay to do? Does it actually make you faster?
They don't actually test in the Olympics. I mean, come on.
True.
They don't. Have you seen some of those women? You think you've got a heavy beard.
Well, it's definitely,
and right there, they're rubbing the fries on their face, if you ask me. So
maybe they should stop doing that. That's probably a bad place for them to be rubbing fries.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, then you've got who was it? Christy Yamaguchi is doing the figure skating, and Scott Hamilton.
Yeah.
Weren't they both? I think they both won Olympic gold.
Sounds right.
So that's kind of. I know my mom and every old lady on the planet love figure skating. And dance pairs and things like that.
Now, what do you think about this North Korea chick? She's actually one of the cabinet members of that regime over there. She's doing some sort of figure skating, I guess. I saw an article. Now, it could have been a fake article because it was on social media.
Right.
But I'm going to talk about it because we need some ratings. Sorry, I had to get a drink.
So she's part of the South Korean government?
I guess. I don't know what she's doing but there's a big write-up on her. It's actually been multiple write-ups on her. And
I thought you were talking about the 17-year-old from Los Angeles that won the youngest female to win snowboarding.
No, she's rocking it. She's making some things happen. She's doing fantastic. No, this is something else. I'll have to look that up, and maybe we'll talk about it next week. But I thought that was kind of interesting. And then also, did you see that Russia has decided, well, we don't like your Olympics. We'll make our own Olympics. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're the only ones that are going to come to your Olympics? That just seems like a country event to me. It's not actually Olympics.
Well, the Americans did the same thing. So
track and field day.
Before.
Yeah, but we're Americans. We do what we want.
We're American. And I don't think you could actually, I don't think the Russians can go as Russians. They're going like under the Olympic flag, I guess. So whatever they go, it's athletics. You know, why are we making it? Just go. What's the difference of your flag?
How can you go under the? So you're going for the You are the Olympics.
So what it is that you don't represent a country. So you could go to the Olympics carrying the Olympic flag, saying I am just an athlete. So like you and I, we could go to the Olympics as on-air guys. Yeah, we don't have to bring an American flag. We would bring a know-nothing flag.
I think that would be acceptable. Yeah.
People would get right behind us and say, we want to be part of that movement, because if they know nothing, we know nothing. And altogether, we know more than less nothingness.
That's right. That's right.
So I think it worked.
I think I'm on board with that. Should we get some flags printed up?
That would work perfectly for campaign 2020.
That's true. That's true.
If you know what a hanging Chad is, we want you.
That's right. And it has nothing to do with this Paul guy on YouTube.
That's right. You know, when it comes to voting, you need to learn to extend and pull to vote for us. There will be videos.
Speaking of extending and pulling, I also read, apparently I've been doing a lot of reading this week, which is I'm not a fan of. I'd rather see pictures. They are seriously considering, people are seriously trying to get the Olympics to decide that pole dancing is now an Olympic sport. I mean, it's 2020.
So, okay.
That's our 2020 platform. I'm just saying.
Now, but is pole dancing a winter sport or a summer sport?
It depends on if you have the pole warmer or not. If you have the pole warmer, whenever you wish. If you do not, I would suggest not doing it in the winter for obvious reasons.
And from the pole dancers that we have seen, it does take some abs. Okay.
It does. They don't rub fries on them. That's for sure.
And with this pole dancing, I'm assuming that's for both sexes?
Both. Yeah. A la carte and midgets even, they said.
Huh. And then you could have pole dancing couples?
Yep. Partners. Yep.
Interesting.
Yep. It's going to get weird.
I like that.
I feel like that might be more of like an X game type situation.
True.
Because that could get dangerous if you put 3 or 4 people on that pole and extend yourself.
Yeah.
Very sticky very quickly.
And you want to make sure that you're riding the right pole.
Because if you're not, again, depending on winter or summer, you could be attached to that pole.
Right. And I wonder if they're going to have standard pole sizes and widths.
So is there an Olympic size pole? I mean, there would have to be, there have to be regulations on, well, it can only be this in diameter and this tall, and it has to be made of this type of aluminum situation.
Right. And can you grease the pole?
Yeah, it has to be Olympic approved grease.
You know, Olympic lube. You got to have it. You know, you don't want burns.
I wonder if people have actually thought this far ahead yet, or they're just gonna it's just gonna blow. They need us, is what I'm saying. They need us.
We could be the 2 first judges.
We could be. Yeah.
Under the Know Nothing flag.
I'm
sensing videos coming.
It's a great idea.
I think slowly but surely we're getting there. And with that, we must get to our top of the hour break. Hour 2 is on the way. Lord knows what we're going to be talking about. It is the Know Nothing Show. Stay tuned for more.
This is the Know Nothing Show with Steve and Eric.
Get ready for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hour 2 of the Know Nothing Show, rated number 1 by the people that can't watch or listen. They're deaf or blind or maybe even dumb. My name is Steve Benz. I am joined from our studios out in Nashville by Eric Black. So many things going on in the first hour. So sexual, and we didn't even try to be that way.
No, that is what we call au natural. Just
if only we had cams underneath the studio floor.
I'm telling you, VIP access, it's coming.
Got that rolling. All right, so it is Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day to all of you that hate Valentine's Day. And for those that love it, just imagine me with a heart-shaped candy in front of my junk. That's all I'm saying.
That is your junk.
Well, but yet it's more than a mouth. Forget it.
Well, happy Valentine's Day.
Can't believe I went there.
I can't.
So during our break, you and I were going back and forth. Something about Snoop Dogg. I, of course, like last hour, we were talking about how to help men live longer. And you're like, dude, I can't talk about that at all.
Right.
Now, with this Snoop thing, I cannot talk about this. This, you're all over. So I can't. No. It has to be up to you.
Yeah. So here's the thing. A lot of us know who Snoop Dogg is. If you don't know who Snoop Dogg is, thank you for coming out from underneath your rock to tune into this show for some reason. Snoop Dogg is a rapper. He's been around since I can remember. It's a while. It's a long time. He's been in the game quite a long. He's what they call an OG. Okay. This guy has been, now, if you've ever listened to rap music, you know the style, you know what's going on, you know the language, and they're all about bling bling. They're all about the money, and they're all about the women. That's what they're about. That is, I just wrote a song right there. That's how much it is. Okay. Well, Snoop Dogg came up and said, I think this was back in, well, this was actually earlier this month, I guess, is when he decided to talk about this situation. So he's put out a bajillion rap albums. Now, apparently he was talking with some of his friends, smoking a J, and they came up with this brilliant idea. He was sitting there talking to him, and he decided that he's like, you know what I should do? And his friends are like, no, dog, what should you do? And he was like, man, I should do a gospel album. And his friends were like, oh, Snoop, you crazy, you cray. And he's like, no, I'm serious, dog. I'm serious. I'm in my feels right now. I should do a gospel album. And they're like, no, see, you're crazy. He's like, no, I'm going to do one. And they're like, oh, you're serious. You're doing it. Okay. All right. Snoop Dogg is going to be releasing a gospel album. It's actually ready for pre-order right now. It's called Bible of Love. And it's actually, I guess it's doing very well. The pre-orders are doing very, very well. I don't understand any of this. I'm reading the article. I read it, and I'm still, I don't know what's happening. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't know if I'm just too white or what, but he's going from the streets of Compton to making this inspirational gospel album.
So he's going to be rapping the Bible?
I guess.
Is that what it implies? So instead of me putting foe in your head, I'm going to put foe in your soul?
Well, he's gonna be doing individual performances. There's gonna be him and some other people as well from all.
Dionne Warwick,
Possibly, maybe Dr. Dre is gonna come in, do some stuff.
Dean Dre, he's lost like 50 pounds, looks anorexic. Anyway, so
good.
Let me get this right. So gospel, like, do we even know a gospel artist? Can anybody name one?
Well, technically, there's a lot of country artists around here that do it. They've put out tons of gospel albums.
Yeah, but it sounds like country.
True.
But what makes it anything gospel? Does that mean like Jesus, I love you?
The title is Bible of Love. Bible of Love. That's what makes it gospel. And he said it's going to be a gospel album. I don't know. It's really weird. But I mean, you got whoever B Slade is. I guess they're going to be on. There's going to be kind of an R&B feel, I guess. So that should be fun. Faith Evans, Rance Allen, the Clark sisters.
Faith Evans? What?
Drugs. I don't know.
So who's going to play this? Is this going to go on those new channels or new radio stations that we call the jams?
Probably. Now
you have to think that gospel is, for a lack of a better term, a white station. Is it not? Or no? Or do you think gospel stations are more African American listeners?
I think they're more urban than you think. Yeah. Because they're calling now this
are Spanish. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like where you are, the gospel station, or where I am, the gospel station is African American.
Same here.
But I would think the Bible Belt is white Americans.
Negative. This, I don't know. He's always been inspired by gospel music, and he created now here is the clincher. Okay, he created this double disc 32 track collection to both showcase the genre and bring people together. He's a good guy. He's just a good guy. Yeah.
32 tracks.
That's what it says. Double disc.
Okay. So let me digress. I just saw last week that Steven Tyler of Aerosmith is touring as a country act this year.
True. That's true.
Now you're telling me Snoop Dogg
putting
out an album, and I would suspect he's going to play live somewhere.
True.
With the full gospel, 40 people behind him, dressed up, flames, the whole works.
So probably something to that effect. Now, while you were talking, which is what I do, I just look stuff up while you're talking, because I have no idea what you're saying. I looked on Amazon for this, right? For this album. And again, it's called Bible of Love. And I'm not against this. I just think it's really weird. It is you can buy it for $15 in MP3 form, or $15 for the audio CD on Amazon right now. It is that is a lot. Holy cow. Let's see. Can I unmute this? Let's just see what this is here real quick. This, and here's the funny part too. When it comes up, it says his name. It says Snoop Dogg presents Bible of Love. And in brackets, right next to it, it says clean. Meaning that there aren't any cuss words in it. So I want to hear the unedited version first.
Okay.
But we'll get to that in a minute. So here is, let's see. Let's play Sunshine Feel Good featuring Kim Burrell. No, let's do this one. Saved featuring Faith Evans and Third Generation. It's the Burrell family, I guess. Let's see what happens here.
I'm saved by his power divine. I'm saved by new life sublime. Life now is sweet and my joy is complete. For I'm saved, saved. I'm saved by his power divine.
So that to me says that I'm just going to get a whole bunch of people together and make another album. What's his role in this? He wasn't even in that. It says that on the song in the subtitle, it says Snoop Dogg featuring Faith Evans and Third Generation.
Well, maybe towards the end he goes, yeah, and then he starts rapping somewhere.
Yeah, maybe
throwing in his gangsta rap.
Interesting. Well, you know what? Whatever. That's cool.
Okay, I guess, if Lord knows he is not a very good TV show host. He's doing The Joker's Wild or something of that sort.
Ugh, yeah.
I tried watching that, and since I think he's producing it too, I thought that was a little odd.
Right.
And then the gospel CD is a little odd, but will sell.
I'm telling you, he was around in the circle with his friends, and they were puffing on some of that Snoop Dogg OG Compton, California sticky icky. And these are the things that come to his mind, and he has the means to do them. Even if they flop, he still makes a stupid amount of money.
Now, for a guy that was strictly street and gangsta rap,
where
he went after other rappers for going corporate, he has gone further than any rapper ever has. Because if he can sponsor it, and if you're going to throw some dough at it, he's all over that. Considering he's best friends with Martha Stewart because she was in the Po-Po.
Yeah, that's true.
And he visited her.
That's right. And she, they're BFFs now.
Which is just scary beyond belief. What's his real name?
I don't know.
You know what?
I just call him Dog.
Dog.
Sure, it's there.
Dog. I mean, you've got Eminem, who I think just released his new CD.
Yeah.
And I would think all those rappers, like Eminem's daughter is 24, 25?
Yeah.
Very pretty young lady. Very smart young lady.
Right.
And you got to think with those rappers specifically. I'm assuming Dog has some kids.
Some might be an understatement. Yes.
And you got to think of all these celebrity kids. Like you would think with Eminem, his daughter would get in a lot of trouble. Don't you think?
You would think so.
And you would think Snoop Dogg's kids would get into a lot of trouble. As well as a lot of the other, and you don't hear about any of that. Now, do you?
Nope.
You don't hear about them getting arrested, having drug problems.
Right.
Instead, you're hearing that they're going to college and they're going to Ivy League schools, which just makes you go, what?
That's weird. Yeah, that's a little weird.
It's like, hold on. Haley's daughter, rather Eminem's daughter, Haley, is going, did you just say Princeton? It's like that. Like, isn't that kind of messed up?
It's definitely, well, see, that's where you're going, and good for them, by the way. That's pretty awesome. But there's no more street cred now. If you're going to an Ivy League school, you've lost all of your street cred. School of Hard Knocks is the only school for you, buddy. So if you're sending your daughter to an Ivy League, Princeton, you're done. You have no more street cred. You are definitely out of the game. Good for you, though.
And then on the flip side, we have members of rock bands where their daughters, it becomes big news that they've been sober for 2 years, a whole 2 years.
Two of them. Yeah.
They've gotten, and I'm talking about Kurt Cobain's daughter,
Right.
who just came out 2 years sober. She had everything possible in life. Is in right now an international model.
Mm-hmm.
And what I don't get for a lot of these is, I'm so bored, I'm just going to do heroin.
Right.
I'm so bored, I don't want to go to school, so I'm just going to be high. So how is it that, like, I'm going to use Eminem's daughter as a great example.
Mm-hmm.
As screwed up as he was with all that went on, his daughter, very brilliant young lady.
It appears so.
And then you got Kurt Cobain's daughter, model and everything, and what's her mom's name? From Hole? The heck is her name?
Mom.
I don't remember her name because it escapes me. Because talk about a woman that took advantage of her husband's death to
Courtney.
step into the lineup. Courtney Love.
Yeah, Courtney.
So Courtney Love, who could have done something right for her daughter, just drags her daughter into drugs and everything else that goes on. So you go, how is that possible?
Yeah.
How's it possible that the richest kids on the planet, here in America specifically, they have all everything they've ever dreamed of in front of them and can't seem to live a sober life? Us, poor folk, can't afford Pabst Blue Ribbon.
That's right.
Not all right. And then we're supposed to clap because they've been sober for 2 months, and then they get to go on Oprah and everything else. Talk about how life is it's just more clear for me right now. Well, for about 6 more months before you go back into rehab for the 8th time.
Yeah. I mean, that's and you and I both have been in Hollywood, and that sounds exactly like what Hollywood is all about. Is literally the place, Hollywood, California. And Los Angeles in general. New York is no different. If you're a star, if you're a kid, if you're in that situation, that seems to be the trend. Now there are exceptions to that rule, as we've just talked about, but for the most part, I think they're just spoiled brats. And I'm wondering if their parents are ready to adopt, say, me, for example. I just throwing that out there. Maybe try again. Maybe we can come up with a new program called the Eric Black program. Just throwing it out there. Maybe.
Wow, can't believe you just went there. You just like cut me from the show.
Mm-hmm.
You're a bastard.
Well, opportunity knocks.
It's just Eric Black and in rehab. And then what you do is I could help produce. And what we do is we get you into those rehab facilities.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll do some training. We'll do some acting classes.
Mm.
So you need to tear the place up, and then you have to make up a fictitious parent.
Ooh.
That was a rock star of some sort, and say like Bulgaria.
I feel like you're verbally writing the script right now.
I am. No, someone's recording this.
I like it.
And then you go to rehab because, your huge star father and model mom sent you there to go through rehab with Francis Copain.
Yeah.
And then you sit there with a secret microphone and video camera.
Well, and I think on the marketing side, I think live shows, live from rehab.
See, I
think that would be fantastic.
That's very Dr. Drew.
Dr. Drew.
Yeah, right there. We could get him on the show. I'll call up Adam Carolla,
AC, yeah.
When he can step outside of his podcasting classes.
Master classes. Get it right. They are master classes.
Go to Adam Carolla University. You too can learn how to turn on a microphone and produce a podcast.
That's right.
for $3,500.
It's incredibly hard to do.
You get 3.5 hours of teaching how to press the blinking light.
Some people, though, to be fair, need that. I've encountered a few of them.
With that, we've met enough podcasters that believe that they are on-air celebrities.
Yeah.
With their recordings that sound like they're in a tin can. There'd be that.
Or they're in a giant arena and they're using a old computer PC mic. You know, the ones that just stood up like this and you talked into it. Yeah.
And because I have a podcast with 4 followers, that makes me a celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
And with my 4 followers, I get to teach master classes. And then no one actually listens to their class. They go, oh my God, I should have listened to it because you really suck. But I'll pay my $3,500. Like, what would Adam Carolla be teaching?
Apparently how to put together the podcast and then how to make money, how to run ads, all this stuff that you can literally Google and watch free things on YouTube. Literally.
But I think they tend to forget Adam is famous already.
True.
So when you think, you know what, I'm going to walk into my local pizza palace and sell ads to them.
Yeah. Right.
Well, Mr. Pepperoni, you can buy ads on my show for $100 an ad. They go, well, what's their listenership? It would be 4.
Everybody that's in my building.
Because I have so many people downloading my podcasts. How many of those are your family members? Well,
all of them. But that's not the point.
I've got 100 downloads, so it's only going to cost you $1 a download, sir.
That's right.
And then your ad will run in hour 2, the 57th minute.
Yeah. You know, when everybody's gone.
Not listening. Unlike this show. People hang around to the very end.
Yeah, these freaks hang around. I like them. Very nice.
So we need to get maybe Francis on this show.
I think we should.
I would like to get, Haley on the show too. That would be an interesting conversation.
Would be very interesting.
Like, how did you turn out normal? Not only normal, but intelligent and an attractive young lady. So how is your dad with the guys that you bring home? Because Lord knows, I would suspect that the guys that you bring home are going to be on the corporate side.
Could be. Money
Probably
bag.
a good job, maybe in law school.
Yeah.
And then how do you say hello to her dad? Do you go, yo, Eminem, what up?
That's right. Because he's packing.
Or do you go, hi, Mr. Mathers. My name's Beaver.
What up, M? Well, how do you do that?
You go, dog, I was just dropping some new gospel Snoop. What you think, Eminem?
Anything's possible in America.
Eminem could do gospel, could he not?
Apparently anybody can just do it. Doesn't matter your past, your present, your future.
Maybe we should post out to Eminem to do a country album.
He probably would.
You could just drop a little Garth Brooks in there.
Wow. Well,
have some Nicki Minaj on it.
Minaj.
And then maybe drop a little Chachi in there.
Whoa.
Drop it. You know what I'm saying? Just drop. Now that is getting out of control. Chachi. Even other actors from the show are coming out of the woodwork and throwing them under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
What is up with that, Charles in charge?
Yeah, Charlie.
I'm 29, she 18. What?
What? Say what?
Girl can't even vote yet.
Mm-mm.
And you snuggling up with your Twinkie.
Mm.
What's going on? That's just weird.
I want a Twinkie now.
That is just weird. And with all this, getting back to Snoop and stuff, is he going to be putting it on vinyl, CD? Because, Best Buy is doing something just not even heard of. Who can even think of that?
If he does, definitely going to be put on CD. That's probably true. Now, it's in pre-order, so it'll be available in March. But if he does put it on CD, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to get it at Best Buy because that's about the same time when Best Buy decided that they wanted to stop selling CDs. They said, we're tired of paying for CDs that aren't selling, so we're going to get rid of them. Buy. And they did, and they're going to get rid of them. They're not going to sell them anymore. And everybody's freaking out about it. And I'm like, that's only one store, right? And I never go to Best Buy because it's never the Best Buy. It's never the cheapest place to go. I'd rather go to Walmart or even Target.
Well, Walmart is the number one place to sell CDs, and they have the right to censor your CD.
Ooh.
People probably don't know that. But if you are going to put a rap album in Walmart, that has to be all bleeped out.
Yep.
I don't think anybody actually realized that.
Go look at Walmart. Go look at the Walmart CD section the next time you're in there.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
And you'll see the section of Garth Brooks, Snoop Dogg Gospel, and then Carrie Underwood. That's it. That's all they have.
Yeah.
There's nothing from Mortal Rising or Black.
Not yet.
Because that CD was sold out.
Yep. It's all we're in the process of getting 4 more made. So should be good.
Yeah, we're burning it outside.
Right.
Need another one? But do we really need to buy CDs?
Well,
but they're saying, the CDs and some of the ad agencies out there are building these prolific CD covers now.
Which doesn't have to stop. You still get all of that stuff. I know there's a thing with opening the CD up, looking at the insert, doing all that, reading the lyrics. I get the same thing through digital. It's just all digital now. I get the same exact thing. It's just not physical. Here's my thing. I'm not against CDs. I like CDs. The only problem is I don't have room for CDs anymore. I can put 300 or 400 CDs or MP3s on a disc or even on a flash drive. I could put those all on there and I can throw that in my car and play that. I can't do that with discs. And you remember when you were younger, you were flipping through, you had to stop, pull over, flip through your binder of freaking CDs, find that perfect CD, pull the other one out, put it back, put this one in. Now I just flip through buttons while I'm driving. It's very safe. But I can do all of that right now. And I'm not against CDs. But for me, and especially in the current situation with radio, I can't have a warehouse full of CDs now. I can't do that. I don't have room for that. That takes up necessary space that I currently need. So if you're to send me a zip file of 10 or 15 MP3s, I would much rather have that because I still get all the artwork. I still get all of the lyrics. I still get, your EP, everything, or your press kit, all of that stuff. I get all that within that MP3. You can actually do that. It's quite intriguing. So I know people are freaking out about it, but one, it's not the only place to go to get CDs, for crying out loud. Amazon still sells CDs. So you always have Amazon. You always have a Walmart. Walmart's probably not going to get rid of those for quite some time. Their demographic is embracing CDs. So stop freaking out. Just don't go to Best Buy now if you want to get a CD. You will go somewhere else. It's too expensive there anyway. So stop worrying about it.
Here's my recommendation before we go to break. I want to put my vinyl on my dashboard, so I need a full, 33 1/3.
I've seen
Can
that.
I do that? Because I want to bring my vinyls.
I've seen that.
Think about that. We'll be right back. It is No Nothing Show. Welcome back to the No Nothing Show. Steve Benz, Eric Black. #1 syndicated radio show. 20 stations strong. And that does not include the UK stations. How about that? So we've been talking about so many different things that I don't remember what we were talking about. That's how good this show has been so far. Wouldn't you agree?
I would agree. Yeah, it's been a good show. It's been a decent show. I think all of the viewers, including my mom, really enjoy it.
Yeah. Hi, Mom. How you doing? Now, your mom might have been the one that might have liked my Valentine's Day gift. You know what I'm saying?
I do, and she gave it to me, and I thought that was really weird that I would.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I got a picture of Steve from back then. Look how cute he looked with his long hair.
You even autographed it for me. He's so cute.
Look, those are little turtles. Okay, that's turtle chocolate. Never mind. Somehow we got there again. All right, so we're in our last segment already. It's gone fast. It's gone fast tonight.
Yeah.
So I know you wanted to talk something about Uber. I wasn't really paying attention when you said it to me. I wasn't paying the entire day when you brought it up to me and during the broadcast. So what the heck are you talking about?
So here's the thing. We're all familiar with Uber, and much like Lyft, you get them on your app and you say, "Can you come pick me up? I need to go somewhere." And they'll come, they'll pick you up, and they'll take you somewhere. Well, and I think this is going to be the same area that we were talking about. Doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah, Japanese, yeah. A Japanese company, a Japanese researcher, decided to try this concept out, and it took off pretty quickly. Human Uber. Okay. I'm going to let that sink in for just a second because I want you to think about what that could possibly mean. Human Uber. And I'm going to tell you this. It has nothing to do with human trafficking. Well, no, it doesn't. I'm going to say no to that. Here's what it is. So much like Uber, much like getting the car,
okay,
you can sign up for this app that's coming out. And you can say, "Oh man, I woke up this morning and I'm sick, but I have to attend this meeting or I'll get fired and potentially flogged. So I have to go to this meeting." No problem. I'll just get on my Human Uber app and have someone go for me. Now, not only do they go for you, but literally they put an iPad on their face with you looking out at them. So essentially they FaceTime or they Skype you or whatever their version of that is. So you have a physical person, but with the person that couldn't be there, their face is going out towards everybody else. So they're not physically there, but they're mentally there. They talk, they communicate, they converse. You're just using a surrogate body to go do these things. Japanese people.
I'm confused.
As you should be.
So I can get an app.
Mm-hmm.
So then someone else can go to my meeting and then my face shows up on what? Some app?
Yep. It provides a way to attend events remotely using another person's body. And they say it's surprisingly natural, says the inventor. Mm-hmm. But essentially, it's someone with a helmet on that has your face. So for example, it would be in this particular situation. Let's say this is your tablet, and now you can kind of see what that would mean is your face, right? Would be right here. This would be.
So we're hiring someone to walk around with our face at this event.
Yes. Yep.
Got it.
Because you cannot make it for some reason.
All right. So let's assume because it's going to take off, because if you and I are involved, it will happen.
Yeah.
So with what you just showed me, you essentially could have a face or iPad on your left shoulder and one on your right shoulder. So now I could be 3 people at this event. So essentially you and I could go to meetings and not go to meetings.
No, we could just not go to meetings at all and just have our face be a picture instead of us actually having to deal with it. I can even create some sort of situation to where our mouth can move every now and again so it looks like we're real. So they'll assume that we're on there. We just won't be there. But yes, that's exactly what that means.
So with the, I'm gonna add another curveball into
There
that.
we go. Mm-hmm.
So can I have a robotic human Uber?
You're gonna have to pick one. Is it gonna be a robotic?
Now I'm gonna send a robotic version of me to be me when I'm busy.
Probably.
So robotic Steve can drive with a second head on there, which is like a hologram of your head. So then you and I go as two people into these events.
I like it.
Okay, so it records and it gives answers like bot answers. When people say, "Hey, Steve," it responds, "Hi, how are you?"
Yeah.
Which clearly is not how I would respond.
Now
with this human Uber, are we talking as that face?
Yes, you're actually talking. You're the one talking. The surrogate is literally just a body, and they have the tablet situation over their their face with your face shining through.
So in the end, none of us would have to go to a meeting that we didn't want to go to anyway. So we could just look at each other. Couldn't we just do that through Skype?
You can. Yeah, you can. Absolutely.
Huh.
Yep.
And then how much would we have to pay for this?
That is to be determined. They're still working out. It's essentially like an AR/VR company that's doing all of this. So I think they're going to actually get into not just tablets, but something a little bit more elaborate, I suppose. I don't know. They call it chameleon mask is what if you wanted to Google it, they just call it chameleon mask. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Now, so the surrogate will use or will wear the mask shaped display that shows the remote user's live face, and then a voice channel transmits a remote user's voice. It's as simple as that. But I don't know. I don't really see that catching on in that.
I don't get it yet.
In that form.
I get the robots.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I get that part where then you could put our face on there.
Right.
Like, let's think of like the Know Nothing show, robots.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got listeners like Deanna and Cheryl. I'll just put those two out because they're the last two that just kind of posted to us.
Mm-hmm.
They could buy Steve and Eric robots, sit them down in their houses, and when they watch this show, they could watch the robots.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a great idea.
So the robots would emulate what we're doing in the studios, with the scratching and all that and sniffing that goes on.
There's a VIP package attached to that.
Yeah. I'm with that.
Yeah.
After 1995 or so. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think that, we're on the right track here. Because we are idea guys. We should be on the Shark Tank. Although I hate that show.
Well, I think it's a waste of time.
And they don't even give them any money. Here's your 50,000. Oh my God, you're a billionaire. Okay. And you're fighting over percentages for 50 grand. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't you have that in like change in your pocket?
Yeah.
Aren't you all billionaires?
Yeah. Yeah. Jerks.
Although I did see on the Shark Tank, one guy that had a syndicated show went in and tried to sell it and tried to get him to invest. I'm like, bro, that was a horrible presentation.
Horrible.
And on top of it, it was a show that he called Slow Jabs.
Oh,
laughing.
Ugh.
Of all the shows that you're going to take and try to syndicate, it's going to be a slow jams.
Slow jams.
It's just a version of love songs. 4 hours of love songs.
LeMay.
We've got 20 minutes of DN Warwaker coming up right after the break.
And next up, some William Hung. What?
That's right. That's right. You want William Hung's robot? He's well hung.
I bet you do.
That's right. He comes with an updated app.
Really extends himself on that one.
There we go. See, we threw it in there again.
We're getting paid on this.
Hours.
We're getting paid.
Oh, my God. So I'm going to take a minute here. Oh, we have to take a minute. Something tragic happened today. I think we need to comment it. All right. We're the funniest guys on the planet, right? But for some reason, with what happened with Florida, we're just going to touch on it. And I want to talk about something else as well. But with what's going on, how do we stop all the madness? All right. I just did a complete 180. With everything that's going on, and I'm talking about for Florida, not so much the shooting spree that went on, but this is what I saw was frightening yet kind of funny. So these kids are hiding in this school, right? Like kids would do. You hear something, voice comes on, everybody take cover. These kids were on social media, Facebook Live, Instagram, all that, videotaping themselves live while hiding.
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with them to think that? So instead of being safe, you're sitting like, oh, by the way, there's like 15 shots behind me, and let me blow out some kisses. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Yeah.
What is wrong with that?
Well, a lot. I don't think we have time, but a lot. There's quite a bit wrong.
What would make you think that as a teenager that's okay?
Well, but look at it. This is what we do now. This is the society that we live in. We're all social media oriented. You have Facebook Live, you have YouTube Live, you have Twitter Live, you have Instagram Live. You can even go live on Snapchat, for crying out loud. Everything is live. Everybody wants content now. Everybody wants that instant gratification. So they think immediately when any type of situation goes, it's all marketing. They've been geared towards marketing, and they don't even realize it. No one realizes this, but it's marketing. It's like what in this position, how can I get to be they don't really realize what's happening, but they're unknowingly going to their phones because it's content. They're sharing content, and that's what they do. That's the whole point of social media, sharing content. So they have been brainwashed into thinking that everything that you do, literally everything that you do, has to be shared through your social media feeds, and it has to be shared right now.
Because it's always about how many likes and follows can I get.
Yep.
And both you specifically, being a social media guy, you would have to be, I would think you're kind of disturbed that that's what we're using it for.
There is
being held hostage, and I'm going live on Instagram. In 10 seconds, I'm going live, and that's what you tweet out.
Right. You take the time, you physically, you mentally decide in your head, well, hold on a second, I got to do this. Yeah, I got grazed, but hold on a second, I got to do this. That's not right. There's something horribly wrong with that whole scenario, and that's where our society has become. That's where we've progressed to, and I say progressed very loosely, but that's the problem, is that social media has consumed every generation, and it's not good. It's a disease. It's an epidemic at this point. It's horrible. Not social media in general, but I'm just saying the way that it's affected us is bad. Social media in itself is not bad. I hate it, and I'm in it. I do it. But it's not bad. It's how we've let it consume our lives. Anything that you do, anything. I mean, that's what alcoholics are. They've let it consume their lives. It's taken over their lives. Drug addicts in general. It's something that consumes your life. That's what makes it bad. It in itself is not bad, but the way that you accept it, the way that you embrace it, ends up potentially being bad.
How do we get to that point where you could see someone getting held up, you pull out your phone, you're watching someone get beat up, and you have it on Facebook Live. Recently, a plane flying to Hawaii, the engine cover ripped off. Okay. So for 45 minutes, all of the people on board thought they were going to die because you're thinking the engine's going to fall off. What do? They go to social media to say, hey, I'm on this plane. I might crash.
Right.
How did we get there? And how do we get out of that?
Well, I'm again, it has to do with the way that we've been programmed to think a certain way, that we have to put out, again, it in marketing, especially in social media marketing, content is king. And they say this, everybody says that, and it's true. Content is king. If you have the best content, you're going to do the best on social media. You're going to have the most money on social media. You're going to do the best that you possibly can. Everybody has access to having the best content. It used to be journalists. It used to be camera guys that, would go out from the station. They'd take a van out there and they'd go and find these things. They got a tip and they'd go and do this and they'd be there, or they just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Now, everybody, literally everybody, has the ability to capture everything at any time and post it anywhere that they would like to have it, anytime they want, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Doesn't matter. Yeah. They find something of value, they post it, and it's consumed. I have disturbing numbers in social media consumption that I'm not okay with, but it is what it is. But that's what it is. Everybody wants the best content, and unfortunately, the generations below us have bought into this, and they think that they have to be on social media 24/7. They think that that's where they hang out, instead of actually hanging out in physical form, going outside, going to the park, playing, baseball or whatever it is you guys do. They think that it's all on their phone, and it's not, or on the computer or iPad, whatever it may be. It's not. Physical touch, physical face-to-face time is 100,000% better than doing any of this other crap. I don't get it.
And it's just unfortunate that this or that generation thinks it's all about being a YouTube star.
Yeah.
I want to be famous. And if I get enough likes and follow, I'll be famous. I'll be like a Kardashian.
The thing is, though, is
like Perez Hilton.
People who don't
stalk people.
People don't understand fame. When you're famous, you cannot go anywhere without being bothered by somebody. Fame comes with a price, for sure. If you are famous, you're going to be bothered all the time. That's why you see these people with entourages around them, because they keep people away from them. Unfortunately, the more famous you are, the more people you have to have around you. But they keep all of these people. It's not because they don't care. It's just because they are bombarded with this every single day, almost every single minute. The more famous you are, the worse it is.
Yeah, make sure of what you're wishing for.
Understand it.
You just might get it. And if you're trying to be the next YouTube sensation, this is the aftermath. I mean, that's the only way you could think of. You're being held up in a school. People are being shot, and you're more worried about your Instagram followers. You're 35 of them.
Yeah.
And let me see here. Of your 35 followers, they're all in the damn same situation.
Yeah. They're right next to you. They know.
So then your parents see it, because let's face it, that's what happened.
Yeah.
So now mom and dad are flipping out. Trying to get a hold of you on Facebook Live or whatever it is. I just sit here half the time just shaking my head going, how did we get here, of all places? Right. Here. Is that that's what technology is helped us do?
Right.
So essentially we're just social media robots?
Yeah.
That my life has to be app driven. I now have an opportunity not to go to meetings?
Yeah. Which is kind of tempting.
I don't need to have a boyfriend or girlfriend. I could just get a robot that will pleasure me the way I want on Valentine's Day.
Yep.
With that, okay, so ultimately, the God's thing is about procreation. So how does that happen?
Yeah.
So where are we going from there? So you got to wonder. I mean, we could probably talk for 2 more hours just about this.
We could, for sure.
That could go just about anywhere.
Yep.
So with that, we need to get out of here. But I just want to bring up one thing before we head out of here. Great discussion. We're going to have to talk about this some more. Mm-hmm. So earlier this week, some people saw me. I came and went. I had the flu and stuff last week. But I want to send a lot of love out to my sister, one of my sisters who watches this show and thinks we're both Nimrods. Okay?
True.
So something happened very seriously this week. My sister had brain surgery. I, of course, was the first one to say, could you cut out some of the bitchiness in your attitude? Apparently she had some type of benign growth over the past 4 years and wasn't really paying attention to it. And it got big enough that she had vertigo and all this other stuff. And I stopped in just before the show tonight, and she's going home tomorrow. She got operated on Monday. Okay. I just sat there in just dis-effing belief on what modern medicine can do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One, I was just hoping that she survived the surgery first. Second day, she had a hard time talking and thinking you'd certainly understand that. But I sat there cracking jokes with her today in just absolute amazement. Okay. Yeah. I am the most annoying sibling of them all. Okay. When it comes to that. But I am just marveled at modern medicine and that my sister is still here. If you have siblings, if you have family or whatever it is, find a way to get along. Okay. You don't have to like family. You don't get to pick family. And I have enough problems with my siblings and stuff. But it's moments like that you all come together and you put it away and you put it deep down behind everything for that moment to bring your point, a human touch. Yep. It was more important that my sister was able to feel each one of us just touch her hand when she was coming out of recovery, that she knew that we were all there. Okay. That is worth living for. That is worth putting down your damn phone, getting off the internet or whatever it is that you do and talk to somebody.
Yep.
Have a cup of coffee. Call somebody that you haven't talked to in years or drop them a line.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
Good.
That's my 2 minutes of Zen. It is always a pleasure, Eric.
Likewise.
Good talking to you. It is the Know Nothing Show. It is time for us to get out of here. And now we out. Peace and love. We'll see you next time on Know Nothing.